All of us have favorite songs, and some of our most favorite songs are songs God has given this man to write. And we're happy to have him with us today. He's coming now to the piano. And I've asked him to sing for us in this morning meeting. He'll sing now and then come back before the message and sing again. And then in the evening, just to share his life story with us and testimony and whatever God leads him to do. And I think he's going to sing with the choir this evening. Maybe some of this is news to him, I don't know. But we're delighted to have Squire Parsons with us. This is a real man of God. Came from West Virginia. That's good, isn't it? We got a lot of West Virginians here. And many of them, it took years and years for them to find their way to Knoxville, but they finally got here. But we're happy they made it. But he was a public school teacher working with school bands and music and that type of thing. And God began to open doors in the Lord's work, and that's where he followed the Lord into it. And now is renowned as a singer, especially as a songwriter. And he and I are the same age, so we're both very mature men, and we're grateful for that. God bless him. But we're happy he's here. And I want you just to be at home, Squire, and talk to us a little bit before you sing, and then whatever you want to sing, you want to tell us about the songs or whatever you want to do. But have a good time. You might as well. It'd be your fault if you don't, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. It's an honor to be with you here, and the Lord has allowed me to write a few songs through the years, and each of them, like every songwriter, has a story behind them. But I think to start out this morning, I want to do this song. Folks have asked me, why gospel music? There's a lot more money, a lot more fame, and all other kinds of music. Why did you choose gospel music? Well, it was not that I chose it, but it was just within me, rejoicing in the things of the Lord. I found as I sung other kinds of music that nothing, as the old songwriter said, thrilled my soul like Jesus. And to sing about him, that's been the joy of my heart, and that others might use the music that I've written has thrilled my heart too. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself, and as time goes by, but this song kind of sums it up. I've been singing about my Lord for many years. I've sung when I've been happy, sung when I've had fears. Some folks have even questioned if it's all been just a show. The reason I'm still singing, I'd like the world to know, I sing because there's an empty grave. I sing because there's a power that saves. I sing because his grace is real to me. I sing because, friend, I'm not alone. I sing because someday I'm going home where I shall sing through eternity. I've sung to those walking through the weary miles. I've watched saddened faces turn into happy smiles, but I've had to bow my head and whisper, oh Lord, do the same for me. I'm glad that I can tell you he's given victory, for I sing because there's an empty grave. I sing because there's a power that saves. I sing because his grace is real to me. I sing because I am not alone. I sing because someday I'm going home where I shall sing through all eternity. I sing because I'm not alone. I sing because someday I'm going home, where I shall sing through all eternity. Eternity. Amen. Well, that kind of sums it up. I'm glad the Lord put a new song in my heart, even a song of praise, the psalmist David said in Psalms 40. And that's kind of where I got the idea for that song. I'm glad that I can sing about my salvation. At the age of 9 years old, I was saved at a little church in West Virginia. And my school teacher, my principal, was also the pastor at our church. I couldn't get away with a thing. And I can't get away with a thing now because my pastor lives right next door to me. But I thank the Lord for Brother Ralph Sexton Sr. I've been surrounded by Sextons all these years. And anyway, I guess we lived a little bit too close together because his youngest son stole my youngest daughter. Now we're grandpas-in-law together. And that's why that my wife, Linda, she wanted to come to the service and with us this weekend, but my youngest daughter came to visit. She is a nurse, so her schedule was to where she could only come over for the holidays this weekend. But I was able to be with her a little while and to see my granddaughter, and then I did get to see the boys, though. But I thank the Lord for also there's a little lady that goes to Crown College, and Lindsay, I don't know where you're at, but her mother is my secretary, my wife's secretary, I should say. She's been with us over 30 years, Miss Nancy Wells, and I sure thank God for her. If it wasn't for Miss Nancy, I'd probably be in jail. She takes care of all of the business and all like that, which I have not got a business head. I like to, songwriters and singers are kind of known to be a little bit airy. Well, I've really got a lot of air up there. And I thank the Lord for Miss Nancy, and I thank God for her ministry. I kid her because our office is in her home, and her children, she's raised her children there in the lower floor of our house. But she has not only raised her children, but she's had to raise our children too. And then I kid her and tell her, you've also had to raise Linda and I, my wife. And so she's really had her hands full. But we're certainly blessed with Miss Nancy being a part of this ministry. Other fellows that you'll see around here, my grandson, Cameron Parsons, is in here somewhere, and they probably will be at the product table. And then also Mr. Mike Holden, and he's from Hendersonville. Now, if it wasn't for these guys, I would not be able to travel. They take care of me since I've had a few health issues, and I praise the Lord for them. And you were kind to welcome me. Would you give these gentlemen a hand of appreciation, please? Now, I was trained in college as a bass, and so, and as I've sung through the years more as a tenor, but I tell you, I'm ready to sing bass again, especially on Sunday morning, so I may change some of these songs around a little bit. But one night upon the sea, a ship was tossing to and fro. Breakers dashed on every hand, angry winds around it blow. All on board were filled with fright as the mighty billows rolled. Then they called upon the one winds and waves control. When he reaches out his hand, below seas at his command. Winds and waves obey his will. When he says to them, be still. What man is this, they all did say, that the winds and sea obey? He's the one who sails with me. He's the master of the sea. Though the storms of life may rage, mighty billows round you roll, he can calm life's troubled sea, as he did in days of old. As upon life's sea you sail, trust in him who never fails. I'm so glad he sails with me. He's the master of the sea. And when he reaches out his hand, billow seas at his command. Winds and waves obey his will. When he says to them, be still. What man is this, they all did say, that the winds and sea obey? He's the one who sailed with me. He's the master of the sea. He's the one who sailed with me. He's the master of the sea.